Hi! Welcome back, everybody. My name is Billy Visnod. I am your Chaos Keeper on this wonderful, wonderful Total Party Chaos show. Welcome back to Arc 3, Episode 26, and we are really happy to have you here tonight. Unfortunately, we are missing one player tonight on this side, so everybody give a real big heart to Haley out there and kick butt and do great things. We miss you. But in the meantime, we're going to pick up in a pretty wild spot. But before we do all that, let's get through introductions. And then also, if you could tell me your character's favorite movie, I would be stoked tonight. Oh, thank you.
Hello, my name is JC or Jacob. I enjoy being here. And thank you, Billy, for not kicking me off the show yet. And as a reward for that, I'm playing Dante Smokespat tonight. And, you know, he's a general fan of any movie that involves John Wayne in it, but I do think I'll have to finish and choose one. It'll be Rio Grande, which he cannot pronounce.
Hell yeah. Who's next? Is it
It's
me?
you.
Am I next?
You
I'm
got
always last! I never know.
Nat,
Okay.
you're next.
I'm next. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie. I play Doll. Let's see. What else? I mean, just jumping right into it, I think Doll's favorite movie, so it'd be between, like, two. I think she would really like The Last of Us, because it's, like, fungus-based, recycling life, that kind of thing. High stakes. And then, the other one, I think, would be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like, the one with Johnny Depp in it. Because they all get their comeuppance, and she's like, yeah, fair. So, yeah.
That's iconic. I'm Sabrina, and I play Eliana de la Luna, and Eliana's favorite movie would be Encanto, specifically because she really likes the song What Else Can I Do, and she'd sing it all the time.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Seth, and I'll be playing Rotmire Vilebane, and Rotmire's favorite movie is Spaceballs.
good choices all around. Great choices. Spaceballs is very on brand, and I like that. Well, everybody, I'm Billy, and I love Back to the Future 2. It's a great one. You should all go check it out. He, like, falls and gets hurt. It's better than the first one, so by a long standing. In the meantime, let's get a beautiful, wonderful recap of last episode. Who wants to take last episode's recap away for me? Hero.
I know.
I can.
Oh, steal it. Go.
I can. I took notes. Alright. Let's see.
Big fans, but they're just like, I'm in a ring. This sucks.
Huh? What?
Go for it.
Space. Okay. I didn't even take like a full page of notes, so we'll see how in-depth this goes. Okay, so in the previous episode, we left off we were inside the works, which was a retrofitted mail center. We have all these pipes and tubes going around. Think Atlantis when he's like down in the basement and he gets like the chutes, like the little tubes. Mail chutes, yeah, think that, but it's like big, and we're in there, and it's kind of like, in my mind, it's kind of like warehousey, and we just finished like helping this girl out that was there that got beat up by this really mean guy, and Eliana took her for a walk and kind of just told her that she was safe now. She like was really nice and let her go back to her apartment just to like recuperate, maybe stay safe, and the rest of us kind of have just been figuring out what we want to do at this point. We found a board with all of our pictures on it, connecting to all of these different NPCs and enemies and everybody else that we've met, and it seemed like there have been organizations here in Tarsen Vales that are slowly putting together the story that we are involved in, so that's been crazy. Haley took it all down, re-established it in her genie lamp ring thing, with better yarn, because the setup was a little lackluster. But that's okay! Billy did his best. Not to throw Billy under the bus, but at the same time. Yeah, okay. After that, we we decided it would probably be best, since we needed to get into the next level of Tarsen Vale, if we all hid in Ash's ring with Rotmire as Eliana's bodyguard. She's allowed to bring +1 to this exclusive event. So we're like, okay, here's what we're going to do. So those two went into this event, past the gates. We hid out in Haley's ring, Ash's ring, and we're now waiting just for the best time to pop out. We're in the building. We're in this set, right? Where all of the crime lords and everybody, Voltron is there. I can't remember his name. But everybody else is there, and we're like, this is crazy. Oria's there. The only reason I remember her name is because it sounds like Oreos. Yeah, that's fun. And so now, Voltark was the guy's name that kicked Eliana's butt. I still can't remember the other guy's name. Anyways, so now Eliana has just done her performance, and things are heating up, and that's where we last left off. Billy, feel free to correct any of that.
Hey, that was beautiful. Loved every moment of
You
it.
used our names first.
It was a journey.
Voltron was a great entry to this. And
Voltron is here.
Unexpected.
Did not know we needed the crossover, but I'm happy for it.
Fan fictions all day, man.
Yeah.
Well, awesome recap. Thank you for that, Nat. And jumping a little bit forward, the only other thing that we have to go over very quickly is tonight's sponsor. You know it. You know I'm gonna say it. And you know that...
Into the AM.
Let's go! All day! I wish I had, like, sirens and, like, a bunch of other things. Just blowing explosives. Oh, it'd be great. But, you know what? You have the holidays coming up, and listen to me. You looking me in the eyes? You're sitting at home right now. You probably have, like, $8 in your wallet. That's fine if you do. It's fine if you don't. But all I'm telling you, my friend, is that right now, with the code TAILS, you can save 10% off your order of an $8 shirt from clearance and spend maybe $5. And then the coolest part is you can stack discount codes, so you can get it for like fucking $4. Like, that's like a shirt for like the price of a really inflated Big Mac at this point. Or chicken sandwich. McChicken. We're gonna go McChicken. Okay. But all that being said, please go check out Into the AM, because they do have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful graphic tees, and they've been a great sponsor for our show, and they've been super kind to us, and I hope they're very kind people, because they seem like it. So, besides that, all that out of the way, pick up those smut books. Save your swamps, because it's time for another episode of Total Party Chaos Mother-Lovin' Transition.
You
said it right as the intro finished.
Please say that one more time, Seth.
We had someone die, and I left that out. Okay, go for it.
Gear
lobotomized. You got turned into a vending machine, my dude.
Okay, I'm gonna make very clear. Gear did not die in that video, in that viewing. He just turned into a giant, like, bloated, morphed version of what the synth Phelan looked like. So he's not dead. He's just like hulked out in the worst ways, if that's a good description. It's not. But it's the only way I can.
No.
I'm so sorry that I hurt your little friend, but he had to be a martyr for my great scene I was setting up. So, picking up where...
You had to have the lobotomy. You don't understand.
Absolutely. Picking up where we left off last time. You guys were in various places amongst the Gemstone Lounge that you guys were in the Lumina Quarter. And Eliana, you were on stage. The rest of you were kind of all like scattered behind and backstage, waiting for a chance to kind of like take step of the scene. Right now, to kind of remind you guys who is out on the floor ahead of you, I'll say also the big screen that had like what seemed to be the projection that was going on that crystal has since faded since they said this is what it's going to look like for the future of Tarsen Vale. You see ahead of you is a few Synth-Phalans surrounding Voltark, Aurea, and Brooke Grandwave. For those of you, if you haven't, go back. Brooke Grandwave has done some great things as the junior trade ambassador for the Glacial Exchange. For our newcomers, it is a business person that is running a rival business to other very popular businesses. Some of them that exist in our party right now. And then, besides that, you have Voltark, who basically stands as the pillar, the guardian of Joltarian, if you haven't gotten that by all the context in the last couple episodes. Then you have Aurea, the Technomancer, which her title precedes. They're all still discussing at the bar in front of you. You kind of just hear them going back and forth as you hear Aurea going, I mean, we still have time. If you want to go there now and rush the roll, then we can, but why not have a drink first? And they're kind of just conversing back and forth. You guys still have the moment. You just seen gear get turned into what seems to be this imploding, like, battery-esque Synth-Phalan. So the scene is still fresh for all of you right now.
The other synths are not refrigerators at this moment, right? They're not large and in charge. Okay.
Nope. And that happened in the display, so that happened away from you guys, not in the room you're actually in, right?
Yeah, but there's still like 5 other synths.
There still is 5 other synths. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at a total of like 8 other non-us people.
Yep.
Okay. Rotmire's grip on his shield is probably tightening. I feel like there is probably a growing sentiment to pop things off, but he is not going to be the one to to throw a guiding bolt and light this candle. So I kind of take a look back at Eliana, who I'm assuming is wrapping up on stage or is done.
Eliana, as soon as gear showed up, stopped playing. The music stopped. And she is standing there frozen for a second. And then she drops her lyre and starts to back up on stage.
As you take the steps back, Eliana, you see Aurea turn and goes, Now, nobody told you to stop playing the music. You have a role to do. Am I correct?
And Eliana walks forward and picks up her lyre and starts to play again. And usually when she's performing, she looks all around the room and looks into people's eyes, and she's just kind of staring forward. And she wants to sing, but she can't.
I would like to cast, with your permission, heroism on Eliana.
Yeah.
I'm not a caster. I'm a martial person, so I'm trying to figure out what it is I need to do to make this spell happen. Okay.
I think that's a touch.
Encouraging word.
Yeah, I will climb up on stage a little clumsily, and I'll put a hand on your back, on your shoulder, and I'll go. I won't even say anything. I'll just breathe. Deep inhale. And exhale. I'll cast heroism. I think it just means you're immune to the frightened condition. Also, you get some temporary hit points, but whatever.
She starts to sing. And in between her lines, she taking a moment, and you can see that she's taking very big inhales and exhales. And she sings about the world turning and things moving on. And her last line that she sings in the song, she looks at, oh my gosh, I almost called him Voltron. What's his name?
Voltark.
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 Call him Voltron.
Call him Voltron.
She looks.
Voltron with Starscream.
She looks at Voltark and sings, the lies were all true. It changes. We fall. You were always right. This will hurt all. And she finishes her song.
See, Oria turns, like, is still facing the stage and looks back at Voltark and goes, my oh my, you do know how to pick the depressing ones. And turns back towards the group and goes, I'm gonna leave this little shindig. I think my role here is complete, if that's fine. And you see as Brooke turns back towards her as she just had another drink from the bar, and she goes, I mean, there's nothing else on my side that I'm gonna need from you, so I'll have our people meet at the drop spot. He goes, perfect. Do not have your people be late. Last thing we need is another issue. I can handle my business, you handle your own, alright? Bye. Thank you. And Voltark, do what you do best and be here. And you see as Oria kind of like flows her way out. As she does look back. Eliana, she locks eyes with you one more time. And you just see this like really shit-eating grin as she just makes her way back towards
The shit-eating grin on the viewing port of the ring just gets fucking covered in wine and glass as I've just hurled an entire bottle at it. You don't fucking leave this shit bag.
Can we like shrivel her up into like this gross like black husk? Like someday. Can we like wish list that?
Like a little raisin.
check mark.
Yeah! The worst. Like a
raisin.
raisin you left in a suitcase for like 6 years.
You shit bird. And pointing and just like
She's the worst. Right? Like she's the worst.
Is
Can I
everyone
have to-
gone at this point, or are they still kind of hanging around?
only one of them left right now.
Voltark is still standing there. Brooke is like takes a shot from the bar. She looks like she's wrapping up her business.
Fuck. God damn it, you stay here, you bitch.
Voltark, darling. I seem to have broken one of my strings. Will you help me in the back?
And he turns to the water genasi, Brooke, and goes, I will be departing momentarily. She goes, fine, whatever you do with you don't. I'll be where I need to be. Good luck, big guy. Turns back to the bar and has another drink as Voltark makes his way.
Eliana slips off her ring and slyly passes it to Rotmire so that you guys can still hear what's going on with that bitch.
God, can't let her fucking leave the room. God damn it, she can't leave the fucking room.
We don't know this. We don't know that.
We don't know. Don't know.
Ash, fucking tell him.
Ash is just having a moment, so none of the writing is in the book. So
I have a journal. I can write it down, and I'll start writing it down. And I turn to Dante. You don't have anything of Brooks. You don't have, like, a used napkin or, like, a lock of hair.
We have a fucking lock of hair from her. I pulled it off a goddamn head.
Was I there for that?
No, I did it by myself, and then you came and interrupted us. I was going easy on. I'm ripping that bitch's head off this time.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was existing when that happened, but I wasn't with you. Perfect! I mean, like, we can track her down. Trust me. We can find her. It's fine if she leaves. I mean, I would love to kick her ass right now, trust me, but, like, at the same time, like...
I ain't even worried about Ash right now. I need a head off her fucking shoulders. She's spending too much goddamn time here, and I've been too nice to that fucker.
Can you curb stomp her the next time we see her?
I'm not even gonna be nice enough to use my foot. She doesn't deserve that shit. I'm going back to goddamn door hinges and implements. I'm gonna skin this bitch alive.
I'm not following.
I'm fucking pissed, dog.
What are
you...
Continue.
Me. No. She's... And I'm just gonna, like... Just gonna move over to a shelf and grab another bottle.
Eliana, the ring is getting really hot.
Eliana looks back and nods as she goes. She's a little confused. It never heated up for her. She thinks that maybe it's like a chemical reaction to you being metal or something.
So is Voltark coming back with us into the green room or into the backstage area?
He does, like, make his way. I'd say you guys are on, like, a half, like, sphere stage that has, like, a backside with the two big blue curtains that are hanging down. He does make his way, like, through a door that does connect to the back where the dressing room is. As you see him go on the left side of the stage while you guys are figuring.
Eliana follows him. You say if you or you can come with me.
Ooh, yeah. Crazy laggy for me. It is currently very laggy.
Mm-hmm.
It's chasing that's fine. That was weird.
We good? Hello?
It's the
Is this what they were
tubes.
talking about?
Don't worry about it. It's
Yes.
the internet.
We're back. Everybody at home, Discord, which is what we use to record, unfortunately, is having a lot of technical issues today. That, if you didn't watch our show previous, is taking very, very center stage here tonight. So please bear with us. If we hope we don't have to end the show early, but let's keep trucking. So,
Knock on wood.
knock on wood. Scene back to you.
You can stay, or you can come with me. Either is fine.
I circuited out the first part of the conversation. What?
Oh no, she was saying that to Rotmire.
Oh, thank God! Yes.
It's like, what the...
I apologize.
He's about to go backstage.
I short-circuited out there for a moment.
No, it is okay.
I will stand at the door, but I will keep I'll keep my head to the ground, so to speak. And I kind of very lightly tap the ring, just in case we need, reinforcements.
Thank you. And she follows Voltark into the back.
He makes his way into the back room. He stops like right in front of that dresser, the note that from gear that was left. He just stands kind of right in that area, waiting for you.
Do you think that that is just punishment for whatever he did?
For betraying his kind, I think he should have gotten a lot worse.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think I deserve to have something like that happen to me? Because I helped that girl. You said that would make me a traitor.
We've referenced twice that you could be a traitor. Are you a traitor?
I don't know what I'd be betraying.
Sanctity and the safety Tarsen Vales provides under Joel.
To who? Because gear doesn't look very safe to me.
Gear betrayed the safety Tarsen Vales.
And you think that that is a punishment that anybody should have to face?
One or the many.
Was it not concern then? When you said that this would hurt all, was it just a statement? Something that you do not care about?
I cared very deep for the people of Tarsen Vales. That also means I care for the safety of Tarsen Vales. And what Gear did could easily send us back to what we once witnessed.
I don't know what you went through. I don't know what anybody would go through to make them want to do this to others. And I'm sorry for whatever that was. But this... If I don't betray this, I betray who I am.
He looks at you kind of like quiet. I wish your decision, your own. I hope still hear your voice on the stage.
Why?
Because we don't have anything from where, and it's nice to hear.
Do you know why it's nice to hear? I want to believe that you and your friends are soulless, heartless creatures that I could wipe out without second thought. But it's beautiful because I'm singing your songs. Your souls. Your lives. She said I was a depressing hire. But my songs, they're sad because of all of you.
Now then, I don't. It took where we're at. Price to pay. We'll betray that. Sorry, but it's my
But Gear is good. So what terrible thing are you doing that would make him feel like this? Did he see something like this too? Because he would not stand for it. So I understand why he's there. If Please. Please.
Roll a persuasion check.
Do. Bonk. 16 plus 7 is a large number. 23.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, Gear gave the location of something very important away. And it led to something important. Something you won't be able to survive with.
What? Okay. Look, I understand survival. I do. But Gear wouldn't want to hurt anyone.
You're aided and abetted, a known traitor.
You keep saying traitor, but I can't do anything to help. I can't change my mind if I don't know what's at stake.
Somebody
Tell me and I could be on your side.
Somebody stole something grave and important. That's all I can do.
I don't think any theft could justify that.
Don't know. When lives are on the line.
So are you going to send me off to die then? If lives are on the line?
Are you a traitor?
I already gave you my answer.
I will let you. If that is your final answer, it's time we will not be as friends.
I don't want to do this, and I don't think you want to either.
I do.
No. You're wrong. Eliana's gonna reach up her hand to, like, where she feels the center of his soul is. Where would that be? On humans, I imagine it's the heart.
Back to episode 11. I think I'm trying to remember how I described this, but in episode 11, they all Synth-Phalan have a body part that, like, is inside of them that powers them. It's kind of like a core almost. I would say that is like the heart of them. It's kind of like all of their major computing functions, if that makes sense. But that could be considered.
Eliana reaches up and she'll look at him before she touches where it is to get his consent.
He gives like a really solemn nod.
She touches where she feels the soul the strongest, and as she does, she starts to hum, and she's going to cast, even though not in like a mechanical sense, if this makes sense, she's going to cast Calm Emotions. And as she hums, she's just going to look at him, and when Eliana is touching his soul and humming, this is a moment in which he wouldn't be able to see his own soul, but he could feel it radiating more, even if it's a unknown feeling. Maybe it just feels like overwhelming emotions, or maybe it feels like the moment when somebody tells you something about yourself that you never noticed before but you really love. And she hums to him, and she takes off her hand. I would like to sing for you again, my friend. And I hope that I can. Please, just give me enough time to get that girl to safety. I know it's a big ask. And I know that you think that she's a traitor. And I told you I can't stand by you if that's what you're doing to people, but just one last favor for a friend.
Roll me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ooh, okay. That is a d12, so that would not roll correct. There we go. A 6 plus 7, 13.
I can't promise you that Oria doesn't already.
Okay, then I have to go.
Goodbye. Hope we can. Difference.
Me too. And she's going to run to the door that Rotmire is standing at, and grab his hand and just start running towards the back exit.
As you grab Rotmire's hand and kind of make your way, like, Rotmire, do you go with Eliana?
Yeah, I think there's probably about a fraction of a second of resistance, while I just kind of don't know necessarily where we're running to, but I would match pace.
Miss Eliana, where is it that we are going?
She goes to say something, and she shakes her head, and when she does, you can see that she is like silently sobbing. Like you can see tears streaming down her face.
No further words needed. Lead the way.
She's running to get back to her house.
Dante, Doll, how are you guys responding right now as you see Rotmire? You have the ring, right?
I do.
You guys see as you're making your way away from, like, Brooke, who's still at the counter right now, and you caught just the tail end of everything they just said.
I have probably found somewhere in this area, this room, popcorn, and I am just like handfulling it, and it's gross to watch, but Doll is enraptured by what is going on. I look over to see what Dante's doing, how he's reacting to this.
When he was originally yelling before and going off, the standard stuff of the edges of his hair and like you can see in his veins, like the heat that had come off of him that normally does. And as Rotmire pulls away and the vision of Brooke, which his eyes follow the image of Brooke until it is gone, and he's been breathing almost enough, like heavily enough to be distracting to your popcorn tirade, unfortunately. But as Brooke leaves his view, it's just his shoulders go up and then down with one large breath, and you watch his veins go from this orange to like this blue, and steam comes out of his mouth. And he is currently a little bit more ready to punch something than normal, including a spell that was just cast without him realizing that he cast it on himself. He's ready to kill. Agathis armor.
Oh. Most of us.
Which
Are you sure you're not a dragon?
It immediately evaporated and turned to steam on his skin.
Oh.
You're gonna get some water damage to the apartment.
Ash can clean it. Also, Ash didn't let me out of the room to cut Brooke's head off, so like, you know, she can deal with a little water damage.
So,
My God.
Rotmire only has 20 feet of movement, so I think you're starting to pull away from him. I will put the ring back in your hand.
I shall follow behind. I will only slow you down. Point me in the direction of your abode, and I shall arrive shortly.
We're going back to the apartment. Don't we need to stay here? I'm saying this to Dante in the ring.
Oh, I don't even know that's where we're going.
Oh.
I would give you the ring. Just wherever you are going, I will meet you there.
Where's Eliana going?
I don't know.
We can't really go back to her apartment. We need to stay here. We need to find... Wasn't Joltarian in there? Voltron?
No.
He was on the display.
Camera.
Oh, that's right. We
But they
need to
know where
find
he's at.
Joltarian. Like, that's why we're here. Right? Like...
Well, no. I mean, we don't know where her apartment is.
Would Ray's
it didn't...
telepathic
Didn't you
bond
say that
work
it,
through
like,
the
yeah.
ring?
I did tell. Did you tell us, or did you tell, or did you ask Billy?
I told.
I think you told.
Yeah,
I think you
I
told,
told
the
the
girl on your
girl.
walk.
Yeah.
Okay, but
and then
you
I
didn't
said
tell
just said
us.
to you guys
she's
that I
at
sent
my
her there.
place. Yeah, but we do not know where her apartment is.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Technically, I don't even know if we know that that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
we caught the
just
tail
thought-
end of it, but
But I had the ring, and I don't think Rotmire was in hearing range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would telepathic bond, since there are, do you guys count as within range, or are you like on a different plane of existence?
let me check for you.
Good question.
I don't have her sheet pulled up normally, so
I do. Give me one second.
that's my only excuse.
Oh, is that one of her Haley's items? Of Ash's items?
It's an extra dimensional space.
Oh, okay, so it would not
Like
work.
a bag of holding.
We are in a different dimension that can view.
Boo, tomato. Cannot telepathic bond with
I've
you
been
guys.
throwing tomatoes in the form of wine bottles.
Eliana is just gonna run, and kind of through these like sobbed pants, says to you, "We have to save the girl." As she's running, so you would know that the girl's at her apartment at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I shall follow behind.
As the group of you start making your way out, I'd say you'd have to like go back on stage to get Rotmire. So Eliana and Rotmire, both of you see as Voltark makes his way through like the door he entered from, as he's making his way over to the couple Synth-Thalen that are standing at the bar and Brooke. I'll say in that time frame, you see him look back at the group of you, and then as you make your way out, he turns to tell them something.
Uh-oh.
Not like that.
That means trouble.
No bueno.
Doll. Fuck.
Should we jump out? I mean, should we wait
jump-
until we get outside to jump out?
Well, we'd be waiting until we get outside to jump out no matter what, but the problem is, yes, normally we should just be ditching these two and fucking finding Joel. However,
Yeah.
Ash gave her the fucking ring. We can't just leave that
That's
with
true.
her.
That's
She ain't gonna... how her mind is, she ain't gonna fucking live, and I can't let Ash's ring get repurposed by those assholes. Fuck!
I guess we're staying here. Cool.
Yeah, we along for the ride.
Great. Love that. I don't know how we're gonna get back in here. Oh! Can I, while I'm here, while I say that, can I look around for a tree?
In the ring? Or like
Well, whatever I can see, like, viewpoint-wise, as Eliana is running.
are you this is very
Just holding
important.
the ring.
Yes.
Are you running out the back the way that you came in?
Yeah, I'm running out the back.
Okay. Are you going left or are you going right? Like if you leave, what way are you going? This is gonna make all the difference.
Let's
Let me
consult
look
the
at the
map
map.
real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, I should ask, are you going back to... Are you running, like, the quickest path to your apartment?
Yes.
Okay, then you're gonna
quickest path.
down and left. Depending on where you get to, I will say Rotmire and Eliana, as you guys are, like, looking at... Okay, we're gonna play Choose Your Own Adventure here for a second. So, you can either take the streets for a faster, clear-cut way, or you can take the back alley where all the businesses, like, empty out to and, like, run through the alleyway. You don't know what's on either, like, in either area.
I'm hoping it's Brooke.
Ooh. He said he would let me get out. Eliana assumes that means out of the city walls, because just letting her out of the place they were in doesn't do her any good. So she's just running the streets if that's the quickest way.
Easy. So as you start making your way through the streets, you do see as, like, there are Synth-Thalen guards standing. You passed an outpost as well that, like, people were just kind of talking. As you start making your way through the streets, you start to see, like, some of the Synth-Thalen, like the peacekeepers, start, like, looking at you guys as you're, like, kind of, like, going fast through the streets. Some of them are, like, talking on something, and then they're, like, looking at you guys as you go.
Fucking connected. We're in the fucking Matrix now. Goddamn, Agent Smith's coming. They're all Jortarian.
I'm gonna cast. Is this concentration? No. Okay. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on both myself and on Rotmire. Fast.
As you guys. So you
Gotta
guys
go
are
fast.
It's a dope move, though. It's a dope spell.
As you guys are going fast, you pass on the left the Glacial Exchange Gala as you make your way down towards back to the lower city. As you guys keep going, you still see like a lot of Synthphalan peacekeepers are starting to like turn towards you. You do notice you have to get back to the lower city is the metal door that's in between. There are peacekeepers that are still standing at the door. Doll, while they are running, what's your passive perception?
14.
14. Something grand.
We have the
something
same
mystical.
passive perception.
There was one.
What? I miss it. JC, what did you say?
I just realized that we have the same passive perception. It doesn't matter. Just keep
Oh.
going. That just boggled my mind.
Doll, with the sight that you have outside of the ring, you see as you're going the once promised Museum of Flora, Fauna, and Fungi. As you keep making your way, you see it on your right, and there are like a couple little trees on the outside of it. Like they're kind of like fungi, but there is like one like little spruce that kind of sticks out of it as well.
No, that is everything I needed. I can die happy this episode. I
We are
hit
gonna
JC.
die.
I'm like, look at some of your Sam.
Ah.
We
I'm
have
not in
to
the
go.
game. How'd you do that?
I would love to just jump out like right now and like go to that museum. I know we're like, I know we're being chased, but we have to
No,
go.
we're
Okay,
gonna.
never mind. I'm under control.
No, I need you to get into
Yes.
fucking jaw-breaking mode. We are going
Oh, done. Oh,
fucking
done.
Axe
And as I
skulls.
say that, my jaw kind of unhinged. Hey, what?
not yours. Fuck. Wrong jaw.
I'm ready. I'm ready. If it means we can get the museum treasure and lop off friggin' Joltarian Voltron's head, I'm here for it.
Look, you can get
Let's do it.
Voltark. You can do your fucking shrivel to him. I'm gonna fucking kick Brooke's ass, and then
Kick
afterwards
ass, Dante.
we can
Kick
fucking duel in and beat the shit out of Joe.
Yes, here for it.
No, Nat's character voice is wild looking at the artwork at the same time.
That's the point. That's
Does it
the
just
whole
hit you?
point.
No, I mean, I've known what Doll was. I would listen to the first few episodes, but like to see it, it's wild.
You get to
Yeah.
watch her say all this while her head like turns like it's a record player.
And tendons are falling out. Yeah, it's great. It's so great. Body horror.
She's an
everyone.
icon, honestly.
She tries her best.
Group of you, Eliana, Rotmire, you guys make it towards the gate, and as you guys like step towards it, you hear like the familiar voice of, "Oh, hey there, are you guys back? That's pretty quick."
Yes, I'm so sorry. I suddenly became much more ill than I was thinking. I need to go home.
Oh, yeah, that's fine there. Give me just a second. You guys are still coming. Did your show? Did you talk to Voltark about leaving and everything?
Yes, he knows. He knows.
Okay, well, just give me a second. Same thing as last time. We just gotta give him a call real quick and we should be perfectly fine. Give us a couple minutes, like maybe like a minute or two.
Eliana thinks of the grossest thing she can in her mind and tries to make herself vomit to get this man to take her more seriously and just let her through.
Roll a performance check with
Willfully
at disadvantage.
vomit.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, to
No,
just
that's
go,
fair.
The secret
Y'all-
this vom into existence.
yeah.
Y'all can't vomit on command?
Yeah, have you never done that before? Oh, yeah. Wow, who does that? It's like crying, but a lot more personal.
19.
19.
Roll the
Yeah,
vomit.
shouts out to plus 11. Plus 11 to vomit.
Wildest roll I've gotten today. I respect it. You you go to like think of like the most disgusting. Describe to me what Eliana sees as the most disgusting thing in her head.
What's your vom patronus?
Yeah.
So earlier, when they were at the States, they were talking about going through the sewers, and Eliana almost vomited just thinking about that. I think Eliana has like a deep disgust for like anything that smells bad, and so she just thinks of the idea of her having to walk through those sewers now that she can't get into or past the walls in a normal way.
You take this moment, Eliana, and like you are trying your best. I'll say with a 19, you do like and like get enough of like a little force behind it to like produce a little, not a lot. Like you could do something with it, but
I'm aiming for his shoes.
Let me.
Is that an attack?
If you make
roll,
yourself burp on top of that, that really like
God.
shoots it out.
I'm so sorry to everybody who's sensitive to vomit at home.
Trigger warning,
Someone who-
vomit.
Rose up on command. This is disgusting me.
You
Hell of a
Couldn't
thing for a
tell.
resume.
you vomit on this peacekeeper, the Synth Valen peacekeeper's like little moccasin, and as like you like do that, he kind of just a little moccasin. I couldn't think of his shoe. He's not wearing like a uniform. Like he doesn't have like a beautiful cop uniform on. A moccasin was the first thing I could think of.
A beautiful cop uniform on.
Oh my god! I mean, a very pressed and clean. Okay, he's wearing a fucking boot.
Why doesn't
got a
he?
boot on.
What's his job here?
He's a peacekeeper. He's like a cop. But like,
he's the guardian, but like
Peacekeepers wear
volunteer, I guess,
combat
with a
crocs.
moccasin.
okay, he
He
is.
like
He's
has his
wearing
Hibachi's
Crocs.
on. Like,
He is
he's
Synth
just,
Valen
like-
naked right now. So like that is like
Dude, just
they
ass
all were
out.
walking around like that for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's just a Synth
Ass
Valen
out.
foot. You just
That's
throw
for
up on
another
his
time.
foot. You throw up directly on his foot. And he kind of
Can
just
it be
like
canon that Synth Valen don't have toes? They just have like rounded.
They just have the
Like
Barbie
Powerpuff
feet where
Girls.
you can see the outlines of
Yeah.
the toes, but they're not actually cut into toes.
we're doing
Ew.
like
I
a
love
real transparent iRobot kind of foot that I'm thinking of. Okay, so like yeah, it's kind of like that.
Cool.
That'll stain.
As you like you upchuck on his bare foot, he looks down and with the roll on my side, he looks up and goes, okay, maybe stand over there for a second and kind of keep everything to yourself while I call Voltark. You could have just did that on the side.
Okay, I sigh very loudly, but I'm also worried as a medical professional that you can do this. It's like, thank you for your service. You're an honor to the city. I grab Eliana. I'm gonna dash out of view and cast Merge into Stone on both of us and run through the wall.
Oh shit! Okay. Fuck. Alright. So, I'm gonna make it
Okay.
super clear. The wall is metal, but the ground is stone. So you can, like, whoop through.
I were digging holes.
Yeah, I'm gonna like monkey bars grab
Oh,
on
wow.
to the part of the
Yeah.
wall, and we'll swing underneath it.
Fuck, why don't we think of that?
Okay, I don't have that spell, Dante. I have dig holes spell. Mend earth. Meld earth.
Give me
Move earth.
1 second.
Whatever.
I am.
God,
I have
Like-
dig holes, not
dig hole
become the hole.
EXE. That's what we got. We have
I'm
dig
casting
hole.
dig holes.
All I know is that it's urgent, and for some reason, Eliana threw up. So I'm like, whatever, we gotta go. We gotta do
Honestly,
this.
that's so iconic.
And I'm probably gonna, for some just no reason at all, just blow like a healing word on you, just in case. Like, what is happening?
Honestly, she needs some more health points, so go right ahead.
Oh, are you actually still injured?
She's at 44 out of 53.
Oh my gosh. Why didn't you say so? I'll cast Cure Wound. I mean, we're not in combat. I can cast every one of my spells right now.
You might have just put yourself in combat.
And
homie.
you get a spell.
I said we'll move out of view.
You start making your way. You kind of like grab Eliana and start running north towards the Museum of Flora, Fauna, and Fungi. But
Start hitting Dante. Yes, Spartan!
No.
It's here!
Oh, stay focused.
as you make your way forward,
Jawbreaking.
you make your way forward. What the guard that was talking to you looks back and goes, "Hey, what? Where are they going? You can't get through the wall!" And then Mr. Voltark, sir. And then he starts talking for a second. As the conversation starts going, you guys see as you're running. Are you guys looking straight forward? Are you even looking back at all right now?
How did you grab her? Is Eliana like bridal carried right now? Is she over your shoulder? Like, how did you grab her?
Oh gosh,
How would he?
I couldn't ask you the proper way to do this.
Arm.
So I'm thinking I need my arm free so that I can swing under the wall. So I probably have you. You're
getting potato
backwards.
carried. Yeah.
You're getting like the Donkey Kong treatment.
Sick. She's looking and like in her eyes, she'll like play it up and make it look like she's like, I have no idea why this is happening.
You're getting the Donkey Kong treatment. You're looking directly back to these guards, and they're like, "Yeah, hey, she's just here." And then he like looks forward and sees you. He goes, "Hi, Mr. Voltark." And you see like a couple of the guards as he starts talking to them, and then they all start like facing towards the way that you guys are running right now. Explain to me how you dip under this wall, Rotmire, with Eliana on arm, zooping.
So, I tap myself on the chest. I kind of awkwardly reach and tap Eliana on the back, and we're both and cast it on the both of us. And then, if I can't, we'll sort of like the ground sort of ripples, and as we kind of sink underneath it, I'm gonna try my best to grab onto the wall and just kind of push us around it or underneath it.
Okay. As you guys push yourself underneath, you all see Rotmire and Eliana as you go underneath the wall with the ring in hand. You see as, and hopefully I described it in the past. I didn't describe it as well the first time we kind of came back into this, but you guys see above as there was a blue, like a large blue shield that goes all over Tarsen Vale. It's like a big energy shield that goes very, very like widespread. You see at the top as like it was blue. You see like a hint of red just start trickling through as the entire shield just goes red. You don't hear anything, but something's different.
Dante, they have like 0 chill here.
Wanted
Like
star.
0.
Good.
They need a Xanax, honestly. Like, yeah.
Those are the wrong kind of people to recommend that to.
Hit up my street pharmacist. Like, yeah.
Did we successfully clear the gate?
You did clear the gate. You are on the other side. Currently, I'd say if you went a little bit north, you're inside what seems to be like a couple different like home areas. There's a couple houses around you right now.
Okay. I'm assuming that I could just cancel that. Otherwise, we're gonna just be stuck in like this for 8 hours.
For the sake of story continuity, yeah, you can absolutely
Okay, great.
cancel.
As soon as we're on the other side of the gate, I drop you down. I apologize for the rude behavior, but if we had to wait there longer, I felt like it would have been worse.
No.
Since as we're going.
Yeah. Going. No, you're fine. You're fine. Anytime. Go.
I'll take notes for Ash about this little interaction. Yeah.
I need to know. So you guys are crouched in the houses right now. You can go straight from where you're at right now, which is west, completely west through the houses. To get to Eliana's apartment, it is a straight shot across the lower city, if that is where you're heading. If you go straight, I have the full map in front of me with all the names on it and all the buildings named. I will tell you, it may not be the safest, but it is the quickest. If you take back alleys, you can get there, but it's going to take you more time, and you don't know what's going to happen in that time.
Eliana, while she's running, will say, "I'm going to go this way, but it's dangerous, and you don't have to follow me."
I squint and just in like a really, and just keep going.
I'm gonna go straight for it.
As
Just cracking my knuckles.
Eliana and Rotmire, as you guys start running forward, you notice immediately on the right side, there is a small security outpost that has a lot of Synthvalen kind of just like inside talking. You don't know if they're on to you at this point, but it is on your right side.
While I'm running, the ring, or the hand that the ring is now back on, Eliana swipes through the air like she's playing notes on her lyre, and casts darkness in front of the building as they run past.
He's blowing all our spells tonight.
Yeah.
Billy, they have dark vision, so
We're about to find
they
this
can
out.
see.
I don't know if dark vision works on magical
Dark
darkness.
vision does not work on magical darkness. They'd have to have devil sight.
It has
I'm
devil sight.
kidding! I
know, and we're gonna-
And now they
Look,
have
Billy,
devil
if those
sight.
guys... Look, Billy, if those guys do have devil sight, then they're gonna be real dead soon, because the next option is for me to pop out of the ring and start swinging.
That's fine. I got a combat map that I can always be like, oh no, unfortunately, we have to go to the next step. I'm just kidding. But you guys do make your way forward as you guys start running past. The darkness hits. You see a big cloud kind of poof up in front of what seems to be like a sand kind of like a sand molded building with like that tech kind of on each side of it. On top of it does seem to be like a big piece of crystal that kind of illuminates it pretty well. You guys make your way past. On the left side is the works as well. You make it past as you see all of the little apartment bodes kind of like put together and kind of stacked up. Eliana, you've been there a couple times at this. It's your place. Like, you've been to this part of it more than a couple times, but you know you have to go around the right side to be able to get to where your apartment's at.
Wait, was there an obstacle on the right side? I think I missed something.
I'm so sorry. You are at the front side of your apartments. You are like, you have to go around to the back side to be able to get to where you're at. So you can just like bolt directly across. There's nothing else in your way.
Yeah, she's going for it.
Okay.
I hope you have a plan for after this, Miss Eliana, because I believe we may have alerted half the city.
I hope I have a plan for this too, Rotmire.
Eliana. Rotmire, I need both of you to roll me a perception check.
Come on. Dirty
And,
20. I say aloud.
Dirty
To nobody.
Building the fifth wall.
30. Exactly.
Gods.
Gotta love bards, man.
Rotmire? Eliana with a 30, I'm going to get to that in 1 second. Rotmire, with yours, you see far enough ahead that one of the apartments, and you don't know, like, which one is Eliana's, but one of the apartments that you get to, like, the door is, like, pushed in, and you do see a lot of Synthvalen kind of just, like, huddled around the front side of it. Eliana, with a 30, you're going to see exactly that as well. You know that's your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, you do notice, like, on the railing, like kind of where like the stairs kind of go up and down, you do see what seems to be like a little, like kind of thicker thread of like curly wire that's just like attached to the stairway, like something ripped out.
But like, so it looks like her hair was ripped out, or
Like a
it looks
piece of her
like
hair.
she.
Oh my god. Oh, did she book it?
That's only with a 30 that I'm giving that. So
That's kind of brutal.
So does it look like she got out before they went in? Like, is that what it looks like, or does it look like
Is it like hair rope?
like hair,
looks
like
like
somebody pulled
it
it
looks
out?
like
of
it
her?
got caught. Like they were trying to like jump or like get out of the way of something, and like one
It
piece
does
got
look like
ripped out.
she booked it.
Okay.
She booked it and her hair got caught.
That doesn't
She's bald
happen
now.
to me very often, but you know, to other
It's got
people.
long dreads, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Whoa,
It's got
man.
long.
Long hook-like hair.
Just attaches to things.
Also could come out if your head gets like bumped
Whoa.
into it very hard. So we don't know any of this.
Just scrape it on in there.
I'm like, gosh, yeah.
And that doesn't,
You
I want to
talk
be
to
very
your
clear,
level.
does not mean that she escaped. Just means that either she hit it, she jumped, she ran, or got caught while she was coming into your apartment.
How high up is that window?
I'd say there's a stairway. It's about 20 feet up to where your apartment's at. On second floor.
Can I misty step in through the open window? Is that something I can do?
You
Can I
can.
go up with misty step?
You can. I will make it very clear. Depending on your layout of the apartment, Synth Phelan are inside already.
Yeah. She's willing to risk it. She doesn't want that girl hurt. She will toss the ring to Rotmire. She knows that it's important that this ring does not get taken. So she tosses it to Rotmire and says, come up with a plan of your own, I guess. And then she misty steps.
God damn.
Billy, you can't kill our bard.
She should have
Fast!
fucking. Damn it, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Doing the whole. It should have been me. I want to go fight
Can I
in an
describe what I
apartment.
think her apartment
Have a lot
looks
of
like?
emotion.
Yes,
It's
let me-
definitely not just for a tactical advantage for me.
I have
like
like
Hey
fucking,
Arnold's.
I have like riot shields tied to my bed, and like it's crazy.
Turrets.
No. Just like the layout. And to me, she's in like one of those like townhouse apartments, right? And she has like the living room on the bottom floor and her kitchen. And then you go upstairs, and there's a music room on one side, and then her bedroom on the other. Her bedroom would be the one that has the window that's looking out. I assume that's
Billy
where
Full
was
she's
Hey
thinking
Arnold
she was
mode.
in like a New York studio where it's like a closet with a toilet.
Yeah. I mean, she makes a lot of money for not living in the other
You're
part
still
of town.
rich.
That's fucked up that you immediately called out exactly when I started trying.
I know you too well. It's been years. So
Fair
funny. It's like you're like taking notes. You're like, oh, I didn't think of that. Like,
We're in the lower wards, right? Like this is the sort of
it's
City.
like
Or
the
side
first
of
floor
town.
also belongs to her. Unheard of. Crazy.
Oh, the fuck me! Give me 1 second. Make it a little bit more beautiful. It'll have a curve.
Box
I'm-
with a circle in it.
So sorry.
It'll have a curve to it. It's fine. Okay. All right. Give me the description one more time of the room setup.
Yeah, so it's a townhouse. The bottom floor has the living room and the kitchen, and then the stairs are like before that. So there's like as soon as you walk through the door, there's the stairs and then the hallway. The hallway leads into the living room. On the other side is the kitchen. Up the stairs, you go up the stairs. It's a bigger like landing. One side is her music room. The other side is her bedroom. And the bedroom is the one with the out-facing window.
Okay. They are Okay, at this point, I would say that because they're on the second floor, they're in your music room, but they're not in your bedroom. So if your window's open, you misty step in. As you kind of like misty step in, you should roll me a perception check.
I got a nat 1.
The room's empty. You don't see anybody in there right now. You just see it. You're in a haste. Like there's a lot of things going on at once. You misty stepped really fast. You don't see any trace of the girl inside. You're looking all over the place, and you hear them in the music room on the other side, and they go, "Do you hear something? I think that's a door. Check that side out." And you hear as Synth Valen are starting to move towards. Options are yours.
Fun fact, she only has one Misty Step for a short rest, so I can't just Misty Step back out. I didn't think about that part.
Jumping off of a balcony is a free action.
And honestly, like 20 feet is not that bad.
You can survive. You can ignore the first 10 feet of a fall, I think.
That's true.
Too bad she's
or
not
at
a
least
werewolf.
I believe that's true now.
Werewolves don't take fall damage. I'm just saying.
Do they not?
They don't.
Am I a werewolf?
They don't.
You'll never
About to find out! Crack that bottle of fucking werewolf.
You're like taking notes, Sabrina. You're like maybe werewolf.
I can
Hey,
do
can I
something
change
if
my
Eliana
my
needs a
race
second.
really quick?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah.
Okay. As soon as I see Eliana Misty Step, I am looking. It's like, okay, fine. Come up with my own plan. Very well. And I book it out of view of the other Synth Valen again, and I look at the ring and I go, I hope you all heard all of that. If not, I will have a lot of explaining to do. And can I let them out of the ring from here, from this side, or do they have to come out from the inside?
You can just tell us you want us out.
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Ash,
look
you can
at Tom.
fucking let us
Okay,
out
Should we
now?
go out? Should we go out?
Ash is hazy, but I mean, she just gives you like a nod. She's kind of nodding off from all the material she's been writing. You can...
She's in
All
a
the-
fugue state.
All the
a
smile
Tom.
got her fired. I mean, gosh, it's exhausting work. I jump out. I'll jump out.
Yeah, we're going
Even
out.
if that means that you stay in. Ta-da! I'm here. I've been watching like everything. So like, this is tea. What do you need? Do you need a big fire? Do you need a disease? Do you need... Just tell me.
You need them all fucking gone from that apartment?
You know, I think a distraction is exactly what we need.
Okay. You know, I have the spell Make Whole. So... that should do it.
Oh, that would probably be very helpful for getting underneath the gate.
Yes. Alright.
She just stares at you, and then she makes her way towards the front of the building. Oh my gosh. Okay, distraction. I'm good at distractions. I'm big. I'm ugly. I can do this. 1 second.
How many synth did we see enter or around the windows of the building? Because you said we were seeing them enter.
I'd say because they were faster and they took the dangerous way to get there, you see about, I'd say, like, you don't see a lot outside of the building. You could clock 3 from, like, the railway and then 1 in the doorway, which is 4, but you couldn't tell if there's any more inside or not.
Alright, 4 is easy enough. Alright.
Is there one
Alright.
outside? Is there like, can I see like 1?
There's still 3 on, like, the, kind of, like, on the ledge, on the stairway right now.
Any ideas, Rod? I have one idea, but it requires an introduction, and I'm not so good at the intros.
I mean, are we doing distractions, or do you just want me to make sure they ain't seeing nothing no more? I'm ready to go
thinking
fucking
pull
loud.
them out, and then
There-
set them all on fire.
There is an unknown number of potential assailants in Miss Eliana's apartment.
It's at least
And
4.
they need to not
That
be
means-
there.
I'm not
Alright.
concerned about how many are there. I just need them out here. Because I don't think she wants her apartment on fire, right?
Certainly
Probably
not.
not.
And these
I mean,
other
if you
fine
wanna-
people that live here also, if we can help it.
If you want clean, they ain't walking out of that apartment. If you want it that way.
Oh boy,
And-
do I have spare the dying? I do have spare the dying. Okay,
I
have
have-
fun.
I'm going. You say have fun. He's gonna turn, start moving towards the apartment, and as you watch, his left hand's moving like a jog. His right hand goes down by his side, and you watch as a chain start to form in fire down by his hand as he's beginning to run towards the building. And Dante's gonna. Sorry, Billy. I'm going in. I'm starting a fight, and
That's
I'm
alright.
raging.
I'm gonna let that happen on that side. The scene is gonna pan back to Eliana. What is your choice?
I heard one Synthailing coming my way saying that they heard something.
You heard two going like talking back and forth. One of them said, "Oh, look over like I heard something over there," and the other one was like, "I'll go check it out."
Eliana twists open her door, peeks out, is looking at them, and sings very fast. Tales of twisted ways, let the song remake, soul and mind combine, to make your thoughts all mine, and cast modify memory on them. And is going to modify their memory to them walking into the room, seeing absolutely nothing, and getting an overwhelming feeling that who they're looking for is no longer in the building. That is the wisdom save 15.
On two of them?
No, just one. I can
Just
only
the
do
one?
it on one.
Okay.
So the one that was coming to, yeah.
If this works, it's gonna be real awkward.
You see as the one enters, goes, and he like looks at you like deadpan, Eliana. And as he goes to like say what he's going to say, you sing the song and like hit it towards him as he goes, "Room's clear. Check downstairs." As the other one, like as he turns back and goes, leaves the other room.
She closes the door and leans against it and is covering her hand with her mouth, but she's like heavy breathing, so she's really trying to shut herself up.
Roll me a perception check.
22.
You hear heavy breathing coming from like under your bed area.
Eliana kind of ducks her head to look under the bed.
You see as the girl that you saved is like pressed up against the wall under your bed, and you notice like she has like a little dent in the side of her head from and like a little piece of her wire missing.
Eliana just puts her finger over her mouth and shakes her head.
She looks at you and goes, and gives like a writing like symbol, like she's trying to write something.
Oh. Eliana slides over her songbook.
She just writes in it, in all caps, "Graveyard!" Exclamation point.
Eliana just starts shaking her head up and down. She's just listening at the door to try and figure out when's an opportune time for the two of them to jump out that window.
You just hear a muffled.
Eliana, you hear from the other side, as you do hear Dante explain what you're doing as you're entering combat.
I am running straight in. I'm going. I've got that steam just billowing off of me like smoke coming off of my back. The maul has appeared in my hand, just this kind of flame off of it, and I'm gonna barrel in and run the chain directly into the neck of the first synth I see, just to slam them against the wall, full force.
As you, Eliana, you hear
Reckless.
a crash and a tumble, and you hear like the synth inside go, "We got company downstairs now!" And people are like flooding down towards the stairwell where they heard all of the stuff going on.
Can I just really quickly? I'm gonna get to the door frame to be as close as I can to where Dante's at without in swinging range.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, just to warn you, when I go into a rage and use my movement, I can move 80 feet. So I do move very fast.
Cool.
Ciao.
Rotmire is power walking
Right.
behind you, just brisk pace.
Wow.
You said have fun. I'm having fun.
I'm doing like the old lady run where she thinks she's moving faster than she is. It's great.
I'm both literally and figuratively letting off some steam right now. Billy, may I slam my fucking chain into someone's neck?
You may not yet.
Ah.
I need to make a couple things clear. Fortunately, we can't pick up combat until next episode, but I do need to make a couple elements clear.
Yes.
Next episode, we will be picking up on combat. There will be a countdown. By Eliana, by you cutting through the buildings, you added 2 turns to that countdown for when the guards would arrive to your apartment building. But there will be... the longer you stay, the longer you fight, the more enemies will be added to the apartment. We will be picking up next episode as we find out what happens. The only other thing I want to illustrate is as you see that big red dome above Tarsen Vale, Rotmire and Eliana, your faces flash over it as it goes by once.
Oh.
And we will pick up next episode where we're going to do combat, and I'm going to be doing it from a location that's not my office. So tune in next episode. As we're very excited. First
I'm
combat.
so excited. I'm so excited. I'm ready
I
to
maybe
rock
shouldn't
and
have
roll,
blown
baby.
so many of my spell slots.
It's going to be a rough ride, everybody. I'm very excited. Please tune in. We should be back next Monday, the 16th, at our same time, same place. So please tune in and hang out with us. And if you don't, we'll be sad and you'll break our hearts. But other than that, please go check out the other 2 episodes prior to this, as we did kind of kick off like part 2 of our arc so far. And this has been a great time. You guys have all done some great things, and I can't wait to see what we do next episode. So before we kick off, let me find... Actually, you know what? Too many things going on with Discord. Tune in next time. We love you. Check out our other episodes on YouTube, and please check out our Patreon, where you can get a lot of really cool stuff for Total Party Chaos, because we have some cool little lore bits going up on Patreon very soon. So, thank you all for watching. And that last line that we always say, are you ready for more tales?
Always.
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 See you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
I'm gonna fight.